Fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands, and we'll grow in number. Fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands, and on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. Love is all we'll ever trust, yeah.
As the sun dips below the horizon, casting a golden hue over Lekki, the Oceanside Haven restaurant is alive with laughter and the succulent aroma of daily catches sizzling on the grill. Chef Peter stands behind the counter, expertly seasoning a plate of grilled tilapia, when he spots Dr. Ferdinand as he is walking in with his family. His heart swells with excitement. It's been long overdue since Ferdinand's last visit. Welcome, welcome. Peter beams, wiping his hands on his apron. I've been looking forward to this evening. Ferdinand, with a proud smile, introduces his wife, Winifred, and their lively son, Adam. Winifred, I've heard so much about this place. Can't wait to dig in. Seated at a cozy table with a splendid view of the ocean, the family orders a feast reminiscent of the local culture: pounded yam, pepper soup, and the house specialty, the catch of the day. As the food arrives, laughter fills the air, but soon, the atmosphere shifts. Winifred opens the conversation, bringing up their neighbor's recent scandal involving a runaway pet. With soft chuckles, Ferdinand chimes in, leading the family into a vibrant discussion of the neighborhood's quirks and gossip-worthy happenings. Did you hear about Mrs. Donald's constant need for gardening advice? Certainly, that woman has a black thumb? Ferdinand quips, eliciting enthusiastic laughter from Adam, who adds, and yet she insists on having garden parties. Chef Peter, standing nearby, watches the exchange with a mix of humor and concern. He takes a deep breath, ready to steer the conversation to a more positive note. You know, gossip can be quite entertaining, but have you considered the stories of inspiration around here too? Like what? Winifred asks, intrigued but not ready to shift gear just yet. Well, there's the story of the fisherman who caught a shark last week. Not a rumor but a real hero inspiring the whole Lekki residents. Peter replies, throwing a radiant smile to engage them. But before he can elaborate, Winifred has moved on to discussing the shopping habits of the women on their street, laughing about their overzealous tendencies. Meanwhile, Adam, clever and mischievous, spots a familiar face across the restaurant, Mr. George, who is an overly serious accountant who dreads any social interaction. Adam gleefully prepares his little prank with a pair of oversized googly eyes and a sneaky smile. Hey, everyone, watch this. He whispers to his parents, then he leans over their table and places the googly eyes on Mr. George's drink when he isn't looking, turning it into a silly monster. The laughter erupts as Mr. George finally notices, his stern demeanor cracking into a reluctant smile, making the entire restaurant chuckle. For a moment, the spirit of the restaurant is lightened, and even Ferdinand begins to see the absurdity in some of their comments. As the evening winds down, Nathaniel, the bright-eyed teenager waiter, gathers up the empty plates, a pensive look settling on his face. He overhears a gossip about the family from down the road and shakes his head gently. He muses silently about how gossip can sometimes create a barrier to deeper connections, leaving no room for authentic laughter or joy. Back at their table, Ferdinand seems lost in thought as his gaze turned inward. Winifred leans over, touched by Adam's prank, and says, you know dear, maybe we need to start focusing on the beauty right in front of us, like Adam's wonderful heart. Chef Peter's eyes glimmer, with hope as he observes the family. Maybe if I can show them the beauty of honesty and connection in every dish, I can slowly change their habits. He muttered enthusiastically to himself.
Love is